All right, here we go. What's up, everyone? All right, those of you who know me, you see right there, bam, Rios of Mercedes. We're back with another Rios of Mercedes. Those of you guys who've been following me for a while, you know that I just can't stop at one boot or one brand, one boot. It's like that chip. It's like you just can't have one. You're just like, I got another. I gotta get another. I got an addiction. So the Rios that I have in here that we're going to talk about is actually my third pair. So here is the horse in the Macor in this box here, and then this here is the new one we're going to talk about. But this is the third because I've already ordered in between. Actually, before that one, I think I ordered one to get made. They didn't have my size, so they're actually making it for me in my size. So this is my third Rios of Mercedes roper. Okay, today I'm wearing the Lucchese roper in antique buffalo, looking all purty. Look at that shine. Look at that shine. I love those. These are nice. These I've broken these in really nicely. If you've been following me, you know that I took them on a trip and wore them every day. Just to beat them up because that buffalo was like super shiny and didn't have any creases, and I was like, I'm gonna crease these bad boys up. And I showed them the last time on the review, but I really like wearing them. They're nice. Okay, now before we get into this box opening of the new Rios roper, I wanted to talk about something that I saw an Instagram post, and it was just kind of like annoyed me a bit about, I guess it could be other boot lovers, people who, this actually would be probably mostly people who wear Western boots, people who wear cowboy boots, targeted more towards them than people who are kind of in that Red Wing work boot world. But it just kind of annoyed me that people would do this. And so what I'm talking about is I'm talking about Chisos boots. Chisos is a new boot brand. They're the new kids on the block, like Tecovas. Tecovas are fairly new as well. And apparently I know people have been hating on Tecovas. Because I've reviewed Tecovas and got a couple of comments and people hating on them. It's totally fine, it's your opinion. Chisos I don't own, but I really like what they do, and I think the brand it's a solid brand. Cool people making quality boots, and people, since they're like the new kids, I guess have been dogging them and sending like negativity their way, which to me doesn't really make sense. Now I have a list here of established boot companies, and then boot companies that are fairly new but make really, really good, solid boots. So for example, Red Wing, 1905. You guys know how much I adore Red Wing. I have over 100 pairs of Red Wing boots, and they make a quality boot. But even people hate on Red Wing, people who wear like White's Knicks, they hate on Red Wing and say that Red Wing is cheaper. Red Wing doesn't make as solid of a product, which is fine. That's totally their opinion. And for me, I just love that people are wearing boots. It doesn't matter which brand you wear. I just love that you're wearing boots, rather like you're gonna pick a boot before you grab a sneaker and walk out the door. I like that. Now, okay, so we have Red Wing 1905, Lucchese 1883, Rios of Mercedes 1853, White's 1920, Knicks 1964, Westco 1918, and then you have the new kids on the block, which are Tecovas, Chisos, Clinch boots. I don't know if you all know about Clinch. Underhound, which is they make really good boots, new kids, and Julian 2005. Julian came out. Julian makes also beautiful, beautiful boots. So the top, as I was saying, and what do we have, like 1853 to, let's see, 1964. Okay, so that's the range of like kind of like established. Where if you say any of these names, like in the Western world, you say Lucchese, you say Rios or Mercedes, and people are like, yeah, cool. That's solid. But if you said something like Tacova or Chisos, not established yet. But well, for me, the jury's still out about Tacovas. To be honest with you, I own 2 pairs. I want to beat them up and see how they do. I have seen a pair get resold, and what I saw, I liked when they took it apart. The cobbler, and he was talking about it, and he was like, "It's not bad how they put it together." Oh, you know what? I forgot to mention Brian the Bootmaker. He's a new guy out there making really solid boots. He's another one that, see, I don't know if it's just like the Western world who are poo-pooing, but I think in general, if you like boots and someone who wears a Lucchese or appreciates a Rios, they would also appreciate a Brian the Bootmaker. The quality. The quality of a Lucchese, the quality of a Brian the Bootmaker, the quality of a Rios and Clinch, the quality of Underhound and Clinch, the quality of Julian and Whites. I would say they're pretty equal. It's the same amount of talent going in building that boot. So for people to kind of like throw shade on Chisos, it's like, it's just weird. They're new. You should at least just give them a go, try them. If it's garbage, then you can make your like, okay, the boot fell apart on, after 6 months or whatever. But to immediately just like poo-poo it because it hasn't been around for like 100 years, that's a bit harsh. It's a bit closed-minded. I don't know, I just kind of was bummed when I saw that Instagram post from the owner of Chisos talking about kind of like the hate that they were getting. It's like, I think if you, okay, there are boot brands out there that I'm not going to mention that do rip, that are, let's see, how do I say this the right way without, there are boot brands out there that make boots that are a complete rip off and a cheaper quality, and the prices reflect that. And then there's others out there who prices are competitive and they make a quality boot. So to like see that, it's just kind of like, stop hating. It's just give these companies a chance, test them out, and if they don't make a quality boot, they will fail. The product will fail. But to just like not just to hate immediately without even trying it, without even like, oh yeah, I bought this boot and whatever fell apart on me, I wouldn't go with that brand. It's closed-minded. So that's all I have to say about that. Let's get on to this review, and just be positive, people. Just be positive. All right. On to the Rios of Mercedes Roper. Here we go. The second/third one. Also from Planet Cowboy. Received another card saying, thank you so much for your repeated business. It's really cool that you're putting together quite the collection. If only they knew how vast my collection was. All right, so in here we have the Burgundy, they call it Burgundy Napa, and this is also horse hide. And I'm looking at the monitor. It looks good. Look at that. Even against my shirt here. It looks so. I know a lot of people like looking at the monitor. It looks red. Burgundy. They call it Burgundy. It's a red boot, And I know a lot of people may be like, hell, I'm not wearing no red boot. That's not for me. But it is sexy. It's a cool, really cool looking boot. And the thing about Burgundy, and what I'll do is when we get into the close-up, I'll bring out some other of my Red Wing, what do they call it? I'll bring out the Red Wing Oxblood, so can kind of compare the Burgundy and the Oxblood. And what I'll say about having a boot in this color is that it's much more versatile. You can wear this with black denim. You can wear it with blue denim. It looks good with even like a camel or what they call duck canvas. It would look good with that. So this would be more versatile, or even with natural selvage denim, these would look really cool. Versus like wearing, some people only wear black boots, only wear brown boots. They're a little afraid to go with like a little bit of color, like blue. Some would be afraid to wear, like navy or green. But it's quite versatile, this color, I found when I'm styling. But yeah, this is very cool. The same, got that rubber inlay. But we'll go into the details. But here it is, the Rios of Mercedes Burgundy Napa roper. Let's take a closer look. Okay, here's a close-up of the Rios of Mercedes roper in the Burgundy Napa. Now, before I go into all the details of the boot, I just wanted to do a quick color comparison to the other burgundy, or you can say black cherry, red if you want, colors that I have from the Red Wing boots, which I own. So I'll leave this one here. I'll just kind of set that and then be in the general area. We're going to start off with the Munson. This is the 8012, and this one is burgundy. That's what they call that, just to show you the colors there. This, if you can see, this kind of has more of like a less of a red compared to this one, and this light. And then we're gonna go with one of the favorites of many people, the Beckman this is called Black Cherry. So you can see that. Definitely a darker hue on there. And then next we'll go with the Copper Worksmith. This is the OG Blacksmith, which I thought would be the closest to, and it is kind of this this burgundy. This is called the Copper Worksmith, and I think this is more of like a closer comparison of the Burgundy Napa. And then finally, we'll go with the 8119 Iron Ranger, and this is in the Oxblood, which is darker than the Burgundy here. The Oxblood kind of, this, just to let you know, this Oxblood has been treated with mink oil, so it did get a bit darker, but just to show you that color comparison there. Looking at these are quite close. The Black Cherry and the Oxblood are really, really close. And this one, like I said, was treated with mink oil, so that darkened it a bit, but I never knew how close they were until I just saw that just now in this light. All right, so I was thinking about that when I had the boot, and I was like, when I ordered it, I was kind of like, it's kind of close to, the other burgundies that I have, and then looking at them, it's burgundies, reds, whatever you want to call it. Looking at them all here on my island here, it's kind of like, I do like the color. It's cool. It's a really cool color. And these I can actually, if I wanted to, I could probably darken them. But I think over time they'll probably darken just with wear and the oils and all that stuff that happen in the dirt. But it's a cool color. One of my faves, if you have not noticed, with the other boots that I own. The many, many boots that I own. Okay, so let's get into the details. We have an 11-inch shaft on this roper, and then we have a hand carved round toe on here. And this is, as I said, horsehide leather, which this is the second boot that I own in the horsehide. And we have a nice inch and three quarter stacked heel. And this heel number is referred to as a number 5, which I really like. It's cool versus the kind of like the walking heel that you'll find sometimes on a roper. I like having that heel on here. And then the hybrid sole with the leather inlay. We got the leather here, and then that rubber for grip and comfort, I should say, which is really nice. And you have the lemon wood pegs in that boot there. It's a really cool design. I really dig because as I had stated before in past reviews, with my Lucchese ropers, I'm going in to get the rubber put on there because I have, worn down the outsole, that leather outsole. So I'm going to take them in and get this done anyway. So it's nice that a boot comes with the rubber on there. It's always saves you a trip to the cobbler until you need to get the heel sorted. And also, these do have an insert in them, removable insert in the boot. So if you want to keep them and you want to wear, actually, they fit fine. For me, with a slightly thinner sock, I can wear it with the insert until the leather stretches. Then I can just go with a sock that I would normally wear. But the interesting thing that I just noticed that the other boot didn't have. So where's my light? Let me get my. The other Rios of Mercedes roper I reviewed did not have that piece there of leather on the heel. It was just, you saw, it was just nails on there. So this one, I'm glad has that little leather piece, because I can go to a cobbler and have them place it in the other ones. But I'm glad that this one has that piece in there. If you remember, that's an interesting little thing there that I noticed. Very soft leather line. This feels like it's calf because it's extremely soft. And then this is just that horse lined here down in the shaft. I think with these, I'm going to leave the insert in there and try that, breaking it in with the insert. I know the other ones I have been wearing without the insert, breaking them in that way, and then I will place the insert in there. But these, I think I'm going to try it with the insert and wear them that way. And let's see, lay that all the way in there, because you don't want any lumps. It won't be comfortable having any lumps in there. But yeah, handmade in Texas. You know what? This is interesting. So the other one, here, let's take a look at that. So if you remember, the other roper I reviewed had the made in Texas with the Texas state flag in here, and this one just has the Rios. That's interesting. I wonder why there was a difference in that labeling, being that they came from the same place, and they're both ropers, Rios or Mercedes ropers. It's interesting. Here's a close-up of the lemon wood pegging in the sole, and then also just that rubber outsole in there for traction. But close-up of the shaft here with that beautiful Burgundy Napa leather. It's very nice. I love the simplicity. And this leather, as I said before, is very, very thick. Just a really, really thick leather. All right, those are the details on the Rios of Mercedes Burgundy Napa roper. All right, let's do the on feet. All right, here is the Rios of Mercedes roper in the Burgundy Napa on feet. And I am wearing actually one of my favorite pants. These are canvas trousers from Grown and Sewn. They are about 11 ounces in weight, and I have maybe 4 or 5 pairs in different colors. But I thought that this color, I think, which they call this camel, I believe. I thought it would work really well with the burgundy, and also because the stitching on the shaft has that kind of camel color in it, so it just looks really well. And actually, I can't wait to go inside and look at the monitor to see the burgundy roper in natural daylight with these trousers. And the cut on these trousers is straight, so it goes perfectly over the shaft of the boot, so you're not having any of that showing, and it's not looking a little like too narrow. So I think that's a really good fit, and I have them in gray, navy, black, green, and I know that I heard that they're coming out with more colorways for this trouser. But as you guys know, since I own a pair of these ropers, that comfort level, that the rubber inlay on the outsole is just really nice. And with these, I actually do have the insert in, the full sole insert in, versus the other pair I removed them. So I will break these in with that insert. Maybe go for, I don't know, a mile walk today with these on, just to get a nice break, get that leather cracked. But I think they look great. The color, I know for some people it's not really like something that they would do. It's a little too loud for them. But as I stated before, burgundy goes with a lot of your clothes. It's a very versatile color that you could just honestly throw on. You know, I know some people don't like to mix black and brown. If they're wearing a black pant, they won't wear a brown boot. If you have a burgundy, it doesn't even matter. You can throw these on with anything, pretty much anything. I'm trying to go running through my head as I'm saying that, like what they wouldn't look good. If anything, maybe like, but they would still look good, like a green, because you don't want to look like Christmas. But I've done like a dark forest green with burgundy Munson, and I got so many compliments on the boot. So this is just one of those colors that just goes with everything, and they're just so cool. They stand out, they pop. Just gotta love that. I want to lift that up again because I really like the way that looked. You can see that. See how that stitching in there. I'm not sure if it's coming across on the monitor or not. Let's see if I step in, and you can see the stitching with the camel there, just looking really sharp. Damn, I'm loving that, man. Woo! Looking good, son. Looking good. So yeah, let's go for a walk. I'm down. Let's do this. All right, that is the Rios of Mercedes Roper in Burgundy, Napa. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, be a boot. See you guys next time.